Data protection, especially in light of where we are today, right? The backup, data protection, and cloud are really converging in a major way, right? So the industry tailwinds are really around, there's a skills shortage that we're all facing. There's a ransomware attack every 11 seconds, right? So people are concerned about how do I restore? And all our customers are moving to the cloud. They have these cloud-first strategies, and that's where we're trying to position ourselves from a Cove data protection perspective at that intersection. So in order to capitalize or just meet sort of those three industry tailwinds, if you will, those trends, we are positioning ourselves with Cove Data Protection as a cloud-first data protection solution, right? So we're not really dependent on appliances that you have to manage that are on-premise, each representing also a potential security vulnerability. So that's sort of a benefit that we just take the data from the source where you want to back the data up and put it in the cloud directly, providing isolation by default, right? So a lot of it is really reducing your attack surface. So that's one of the things. Now the question is, how do I get our recovery time shorter? And that's what we do with the standby image. So rather than forcing you through an on-premise appliance, which can be hacked, we put the data out of harm's way first, but we allow you on a scheduled basis to have a standby image ready for you on a device or a server that works for you, right? So that helps a lot. It also helps with things like supply chain and shortages and so forth. And let's face it, it's very easy to use, right? Something that really a small team, a single admin can administer, and that's something you need, right, when you think about the skills shortage. So the modernized aspect is really that you have workload coverage that matters. I just talked about cloud first, right? Customers are moving to the cloud, and what that means is they're no longer doing Exchange on-premise. They're using Microsoft 365, right? So to have workload coverage, to protect data from workstation to critical servers, including M365, is really important, right? That's relevant for the modern hybrid workforce, and that's what we do. So that's one aspect of modernization, that we have modern workload coverage. The second aspect is everything happens from a single pane of glass. We have one control plane. You can do everything you need to do. It's multi-tenant, and that really cuts down your effort, because part of that modernization needs to meet the industry trends. Again, we have fewer and fewer experts. Generalists need to be able to do this, and that's what we enable through our technology. So first off, I would highly recommend Infosecurity. It's a great event. It's such a dynamic space. There are changes pretty much every minute. And so just to keep tabs on the industry trends, the vendor landscape, you walk around the floor, there's a lot of innovation. And of course the breakout sessions. So between those sort of components, it really allows you to get a pulse of what's going on in the cyber landscape, right? Threat landscape.